Hello everyone. In today's class, we are going to learn about 7th standard mathematics, lines and angles. So our topic is lines and angles. We are going to learn about this today's class. Let us see what do you mean by definition of line. A line is a straight figure which doesn't have an end point and extends infinitely in opposite direction. So this is the line and it will not be having beginning or it doesn't have ending also. It continuously in any direction it can extend. So this is said to be as a line. Next, let us see what do you mean by line segment. A portion of the line formed with two definite points is called a line segment. A line is a one-dimensional figure and has no thickness. So here a portion of the line formed with two definite points, and here it will be in certain points only it will be having. So that means it has certain distance. So then this is said to be as line segment. Next is ray. What do you mean by ray? A ray is a straight line which starts from a fixed point and moves in one direction. See here, it will be having starting point and it can end in any direction. So for this rays, you can say best example as from sun. So from sun we get the rays and sun is the fixed point. So from that we get many rays, and the same way we can get from torchlight. So when you on torchlight, even from that also we get the rays, and that also best examples for the rays. So next is angle. So how the angle is formed? When we join two line segment at a single point, an angle is formed, or we can say an angle is a combination of two line segments at a common end point. So this common point is called vertex of the angle, and the two line segments are sides or arms of the angle formed. So that means, what do you mean by angle? Means when two rays meet at one point. So that is called, then we can say an angle is formed. See here, this is ray. So before this only we have learned what do you mean by ray. So it starts from one point and it ends in one direction. So when two rays meet at one common point, so here an angle will be formed. So you can see here in this example, here one ray and here one ray, and here the common point is there, and here the angle will be formed. And these two rays we can say as sides or arms of the angle. Next is types of angles. So in angles, how many types are there? Let us see. So there are 6 types of angles. Acute angle. So what do you mean by acute angle? If an angle is less than 90 degrees, then it is called an acute angle. So acute angle means this is 90, less than 90 degrees it will be. So this is acute angle. Obtuse angle. If an angle is more than 90 degrees, then it is called obtuse angle. So that means it will be greater than 90 degrees. Right angle. So if an angle is exactly at 90 degrees, then it is called right angle. So that means this right angle you can say as like an L shape it will be. So there exact we get 90 degrees. Then that we can say right angle. Straight angle. So if an angle is exactly 180 degrees, then it is called straight angle. So that means if you draw one straight line, so there you can, in the midpoint, you can get 180 degrees. So where we get 180 degrees in a straight line, so that is called straight angle. Next is reflex angle. If the angle is more than 180 degree but less than 270 degrees, it is denoted as a reflex angle. So already this acute angle, obtuse angle, right angle, straight angle we have learned in previous class. So that means in 5th standard, sorry, in 6th standard, 5th standard you have learned. So here reflex angle, this is the new one we are going to learn. And what is this means? Actually in your protractor you can see till only 180 degrees. So more than that you will not be having. Okay, so now here whatever you have 180 degrees more than that, so then the reflex angle will be formed. Next is complete angle. So complete angle means, so even you can say if one rotation, so that means one complete revolution when it comes, that means even you can take in clock also, if it completes one revolution, then you can take, that means one revolution it comes 360 degrees. So if the angle is 360 degrees, then you can say it is a full angle. So these are the types of angles, and let us see the examples of these types of angles. See here, acute angle, so which is here less than 90 degrees, and right angle. So this right angle is here exact 90 degrees, here it will be, this is in L shape. and here obtuse angle which is greater than 90 degrees, and here in this shape it will be. Next is straight angle. So that means in the straight line, so here you can get 180 degrees. Next is reflex angle. So that means here greater than 180 degrees. So just now we have seen here in the straight line. See here straight line. So that means here. So from here to here you can get 180. That means more than 180 degrees it will be. Next is one full angle. See here the point, and here how the angle will be formed is, so from here if you start one complete round it takes. Okay, so then here it becomes 360 degrees. So these are the examples of types of angles. So next is, let us learn what do you mean by complementary and supplementary angles. So complementary angles, the sum of the measures of two angles is 90 degrees. So complementary angles means then if you take two angles, the sum, that means when you add the two angles, that should be 90 degrees. Then that angles are said to be complementary angles. Next is supplementary angles. The sum of the measures of two angles is 180 degrees. Then if you measure two angles, that should be 180 degrees. Then the two angles is said to be supplementary angles. See here example. So this here you will get 60 degrees, and in this angle you will get 120 degrees. So this 120 degrees plus 60 degrees we will get 180 degrees. So now these two angles are said to be supplementary angles. So these are complementary and supplementary angles. Next is adjacent angles. Adjacent angles have a common vertex and a common arm, but no common interior points. So here what will happen means in a adjacent angles, so we will be having common vertex. So that means only one point, okay, one common arm, and there will be no interior points. Okay, then here you can see here A, B, C, and here one more ray we have D here. So what it is means angle A, B, C. So here B is a common vertex. Okay, so then this said to be adjacent angle, and here we will not be having any interior points. So now here this one you can see this BD also, it is a common side angle ABD, or else angle DBC. So these two, angle ABD, angle CBD. So these two are the adjacent angles. Next is linear pair. So what do you mean by linear pair? A linear pair is a pair of adjacent angles whose non-common sides are opposite rays. So in linear pair, what means adjacent angles just before we have seen. So okay, these common sides are opposite rays. Suppose here this is the angle. So if you see here angle 1 and angle 2, so these are the opposite rays. So then these two are said to be linear pair. So next is vertically opposite angles. So how vertically opposite angles means? When two lines intersect, the vertically opposite angles so formed are equal. See here, if you take this like two lines, and here these two lines will intersect at the point O. So now here you can see angle 1 and angle 2. So these are vertically opposite angles. So, and these angles will be equal. Suppose here, if you think here it is like a 60 degrees means, and the same thing even here angle 2 also will be 60 degrees only. So these two angles, vertically opposite angles, will be same measure, same degrees it will be having. Next is pairs of lines. So here how we have learned the types of angles, here same thing, even if here we have some pairs of lines. So what is that? Let us see. Intersecting lines. So these already we have studied in previous classes. What do you mean by two lines intersect if they have a point in common? This common point O is their point of intersection. So that means when the two lines meet at one point, so that common point is said to be intersecting lines. Next is transversal lines. A line that intersects two or more lines at distinct point is called transversal. So that means here a line that intersect. So that means here, so normally two lines means two lines it intersect at one point. So if more than two lines, so that what will happen when the more than two lines, so their distinct point will be. Okay, so that one is called transversal lines. Next, angles made by a transversal. There are different angles formed when the transversal cuts the lines they are. So in the angles made by transversal means there many types it will happen. So what is that means? Interior angles, exterior angles, pairs of alternate interior angles, pairs of alternate exterior angles, pairs of corresponding angles, pairs of interior angles on the same side of the transversal. So here these many angles will form when the transversal cuts the line. Next, transversal of parallel lines. We know that the parallel lines are the lines that do not meet anywhere. So parallel line is just for the parallel lines, you can give the best example, rail tracks. Okay, so they do not meet at anywhere or any point it doesn't meet. Then the transversal of parallel lines give rise to quite intersecting results. See now, checking for parallel lines. So how do you check the parallel lines? If a transversal cuts two lines such that each pair of corresponding angles are equal in measure. So when the transversal line, when the transversal two lines when it cut, what will happen means each pair will be the that means in that corresponding angles will be equal in the measurements. Similarly, if a transversal cuts two lines, same way here transversal cuts two lines, in the corresponding angles will be equal. Similarly, the transversal cut two lines, then each pair of alternate interior angles also will be equal. So next, also if the transversal cuts the lines, then each pair of interior angles on the same side of the transversal are supplementary. So here interior angles will be same we thought, and that interior angles will be, what will happen means it will be supplementary. So supplementary means what? So the sum of two angles should be 180 degrees. So then the two angles it will be supplementary. In these cases, the lines have to be in the parallel condition. So all this when should happen means when the two lines are parallel, then only all this will happen. So next is this much we have learned in this lines and angles. I hope you all understood. Thank you.